I've taken my second pass at key leveling and taken my key steps out from the keys and replaced the front punchings. And I've touched up various aspects of the regulation in preparation for setting dip. And the way I set dip is by aftertouch. So my hammer line needs to be in place, my jacks need to be in position, my rep levers need to be adjusted. Ultimately, my back checking and springs need to be in place. They are roughed in, but I'm going to wait to refine that until after the weigh off when I do a quick run through. But for now, I'm setting the dip. And I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I've done in the preparation for this. For instance, I have this great straight edge. It's got cork on the underside of it. Let's see if you can see it here. And I've applied blue painter's tape on it and trimmed so the edges are straight with a razor blade. This is so that I don't get a lot of reflection, because what I do is I set sample jack position at either end and maybe one in the middle just for confirmation's sake. And then I have light reflecting from above and I can see the front side of the jack appearing over my straight edge at this end and at that end. And then I just sight along it, and those that are a little too show a little too much, I am going to back them up. There is an advantage to this method over going from jack to jack and knuckle to knuckle, and that is that if the jacks are all in a line with each other, even though there might be slightly different on the surface of the knuckles, they will produce the same geometry in the whipping. And that is a feature that adds consistency to the regulation. For setting the hammer line, I take my regulating rack, which is set up for the templates to be at strike when they're all the way up to the stop at the top. Now I've set the stop at the bottom to be my blow distance, which in this case is 1 3/4 inches from the underside of the bracket. So to do my hammer line, I just lower it down and might as well plug in the lights in the regulating rack. And they give a very nice clear line to set my hammer line. And I can quickly set it with the template right over the crown, and or I can back it up just a little. And the advantage to backing it up just a little is that now I can see a space between the hammers and the template. And so if one is too high, if they're touching the template, I can't tell whether it's too high or not. So I have a nice view of the screw that I'm turning, and a nicely lit hammer and template that I get to compare it to. And so I can just go from one to the next without eye strain or anxiety about seeing it. So I set the rep lever height. And please like, subscribe, or follow the link in the notes to my website.